Hello, welcome to my last Jacob's Merlin Season 5, the final review of Merlin. Very excited. Okay, here we go. Merlin, Season 5, the very last final. This is my review of Jacob Review Show, so hope you guys enjoy. Okay, we still have Guy. Of course, the physician. We still have Merlin, of course, because it's Merlin. And of course, we still have Arthur and Alien. We still have Alien, but Alien dies. Because Morgana plays a trick on Gwen, because Morgana kidnaps Gwen. Kidnaps Gwen and basically not tortures but torments Gwen's mind, and Alien Gwen's brother dies, and basically the darkness is basically inside Gwen, because Gwen was seeing flashbacks of basically Arthur and Merlin and Gaius maybe as well, I think, or other knights as well, maybe some knights, tormenting her mind, and that's what Morgana wanted. For Gwen to torment her mind. So Gwen would be on Morgana's side instead of basically being on Arthur's side. And by the way, Gwen is now queen. In Season 5, because she ended up as queen at the very end of Season 4. And, like, we have this new guy, well, not new, but he was a little kid in Season 1 to Season 3. So, basically, he was a little kid, and then he ended up as an older person, Mordred, older Mordred. I'll call him older Mordred. He came in Season 5. He came back. Mordred came back, but as an older Mordred, and he had this lover called Kara. And basically, Mordred was like Arthur's bane, because Arthur's bane was arriving, which means the future was about to happen, which means Arthur would soonly die. With the Gwen thing, when Gwen was on Morgana's side, Morgana got Gwen to do some horrible things, try to do some horrible things to Morgana, but then Merlin, which is Emrys, changed to an old woman. Merlin changed to an older woman, which was hilarious, another hilarious moment in Merlin, Season 5, and the franchise of Merlin, which was another hilarious thing. Seeing Merlin disguise himself as a woman, as an old woman warlock. Arthur, Merlin, and Mordred, of course, had to take Gwen to the lake. to get all the darkness out of Gwen by using magic, of course. And Merlin basically used his magic as the old woman, and basically got the darkness out of Gwen. And basically, at the very end of season 5, Merlin, not Merlin. Merlin. Basically, Merlin changes to Emrys again, the old guy. And basically, like, defeats Morgana at the very end and casts his, like, thing with the stick and makes, like, lightning bolts and destroys the men. But there's one left standing, which is Mordred, of course, and Mordred stabs Arthur in the heart. And Arthur stabs Mordred in the heart. Mordred dies, and Arthur is slowly dying though. But Emrys gets there in time, Merlin gets there in time to Arthur. And then basically Merlin tells Arthur that he's a sorcerer. Which was a really gut-wrenching moment for Merlin, like when Merlin finally told Arthur he was a sorcerer, because Arthur was doubting Merlin at that time because Merlin had sorcery, and Merlin lied to Arthur at the same time. And basically, Gwen, we have Gwen still, but Gwen ends up dying. At Morgana's hands, by Morgana's hands, with this snake type venom thing. It tortures Gwen, and basically Gwen gives Morgana where Emrys, Merlin, and Arthur are heading to try and save Arthur. Percival was with Gwen at the time when Gwen died, and of course, once we get to almost the very end, Morgana is there, almost going to destroy Arthur, and then Merlin stabs Morgana and kills Morgana, and Morgana falls to her death, basically. And then basically Merlin carries Arthur to the lake to try and heal himself. Try and use the magic to heal himself, but Arthur slowly dies, which really sucks. And Merlin ships him out on the boat. Calls the dragon first. The dragon says to Merlin that Arthur will rise again one day, and that the story will never end on that type of line. Excellent, like, role for John Hurt to play, like the dragon. I liked him as the War Doctor, as I said in one of my previous Merlin reviews. Love John Hurt. I love John Hurt as the War Doctor. He did a fabulous job as the War Doctor, and he did a fabulous job as the dragon in Merlin. and of course Alien, he did a fabulous job in that. And I just want to say, and basically Arthur ends up dying at the very end of season 5 of Merlin, and then basically you see Gwen sitting in the throne as the queen. And the knights all go, "Long live the queen." And then basically you see Merlin in our century, I think it's the 21st century or whatever, and you see Merlin in our time with like cars and trucks and that in our time, and that's basically when it ends. And it's always a possibility, and I just want to say this, it's always a possibility that Merlin will live on in our hearts. It could come back in the near future, maybe, who knows, like if maybe they make Arthur rise again, who knows, but it was a good season. I loved my Merlin marathon when I watched it the first in January of 2015, as I always have marathons then. And next week, just letting you guys know, my subscribers know, and my friends know, I'll be doing, Daniel, keep an eye on my channel, because I'll be doing a, not Sherlock, a Smallville Season 1 review. So stay tuned for that, Daniel. The Daniel Star Trek cast will be on next week. And of course, The Last Time Lord, I'll be filming that, episode 6. I'll let you guys know the details of what it's called, what the episode is called, so you guys know. And of course, basically, Rose review of Christopher Eccleston's era of Doctor Who. I'll be doing that review. And yeah, so thank you for watching my Jacob's review of Jacob review show of Merlin Season 5, the final. It was good to have you, my subscribers, you guys with me on the last Merlin review. So thank you, and goodbye for now.